It's sometimes said the NFL doesn't just stand for the National Football League. For players, it can also translate not for long. According to the NFL Players Association, the average NFL career can last around 4 seasons, meaning by the time the players hit their late 20s, they may already be tossing around the word retirement.
Yeah, that leads them facing a question that often challenges players. What should I do with the rest of my life? In honor of National Nurses Week, Action Sports Jax Alivia Tassely had a chance to sit down with a Jaguars wide receiver who is entering a growing recruitment pipeline for NFL players.
We're used to seeing this version of Jags receiver Chandler Brayboy. But the cleats, jersey, and pads aren't the only uniform he has hanging in his closet.
My name is Chandler Brayboy. I'm a receiver here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars, and my off-field degree is an RN and BSN, which is a Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
During his rookie season in the NFL, Brayboy completed his nursing degree, getting him one step closer to a career he thought he was destined for.
I was always curious about different things. I was like, how can I help people that's older than me? It's always them helping me, but I'm not really helping them. And so my grandpa got sick. I was taking a health science class in high school, and we were going over Parkinson's disease. And so he was having a symptom like pill rolling, and so I was like, Grandpa, just ask him about that next time you go to the doctor.
The next trip confirmed. Brayboy's grandfather was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
What was your family's reaction when you were the one who brought up, okay, like he's doing this, he might have something a little bit more serious than we're letting on?
They were kind of surprised. They were like, well, Mom was kind of like, what are you talking about, yada, yada, you know, untrusted at that time, but over time they became to sign or figure out, Chandler, you know, he might have a little, you know, future in this.
But that future was put on pause for a career he never saw coming.
Fell in love with football around the age of 8. Never thought about it being a, you know, job one day or being a professional at it.
Less than 2% of college football players make it to the NFL. For Brayboy, the opportunity is a blessing, but not his purpose.
I was living my dream job of being in the NFL, and I was like, I still feel somewhat unsatisfied. You know, I feel like there's something else for me to do, and I feel like my purpose in life, I was still searching for it, and came across Mercy Ships, and it was beautiful.
If you haven't heard of it, Mercy Ships is a non-profit Christian organization that turns cruise ships into hospital ships and brings them to third world countries for life-changing medical care. It may seem like a drastic career change from life on the field to life in the field, but in a unique way, Brayboy's training he's getting out here on the grass is a huge benefit for him as he gets ready for life out at sea.
It's about being quick on the toes, and I always felt like anything in life that I did, I was always better reacting than sitting and thinking. And so that's how that kind of correlates, is middle of the route, you gotta switch up your route of what you're running. It converts to different coverages, and so the same thing in medical field. If something comes in, you're thinking one thing, but you gotta survey the whole, you know, whole human, the whole person, and kind of take from there. I just love the adrenaline rush.
In a phase of the unknown for anyone facing that inevitable question of what should I do with my life, Brayboy hopes you can take one thing from his story.
Find your purpose in life, and so many people might be in different realms and different walks of life, but you can always find your purpose if you take the courage to step out.
It's a neat thing that each player there has a story to tell.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to like the maturity of this young man, and kind of makes you start to want to root for him, too.
Brayboy hopes to be on a Mercy ship next offseason for about 2 weeks. Until then, he's sharing his story, teaming up with a former NFL player who is now a full-time nurse in a new 10 devotional series called Strength and Service. The duo share their story of faith and finding their purpose. It's available now in honor of Nurses Week on the Glorify app. So, yeah, we'll be paying attention to Brayboy this fall.
Action Sports Jax Primetime,
Saturday at 10:30 on Fox 30.